Hey guys, Miss Sissy here. I've got week 18 ready to go for you, and I'm working on week 19, so hopefully I can get that up pretty soon. So we'll start out with geography. So we have the West Rivers this time. And so what I plan to do is have each of the rivers written on a card, and then pass the cards out randomly to the kids. And so when I call out whatever river they have, they'll get to come up and trace it on the big map on the whiteboard, and everyone else will trace it on their maps. And we'll do that a few times, so they each get to come up and do that. Of course, I'll go over all of them with them first. But that way they just get a chance to come up and draw on the big map, and it's not just drawing on their own maps. Because again, the rivers are a little more difficult to do things like, you know, put a star on, or, you know, put a smiley face on it or whatever. So that way they can come up and trace all the rivers. And we'll also talk about where the rivers start and end and so on and so forth. So anyway, that's geography. So for English, we are into sentence parts now, and they're not super exciting sentences. So you could act them out if you wanted to. I've seen a few good ideas on the Tutor page on Facebook, but I am just going to use my voice sticks for this because we haven't used those in a really long time, and the kids love doing the voices or the actions. They're either voices or actions. I don't think I have them around here, but I actually printed mine from 100 Acre Wood blog. So if you go on there, you should be able to find some. I'm trying to see if they're laying in here. I don't think they are. I also have, if you have younger class, I think I got these little finger puppets from IKEA forever ago, maybe. And then I have some other random ones thrown in there. But I have finger puppets, and these are really fun to do with the little kids when you have sentences like this, because they have to do the voice of their finger puppet. So I always say this is a chef, even though he actually has a mushroom on his head. But so I do a chef, so he's kind of French when I do this one. Or my kid's favorite is always the witch voice. So if you have little ones and you have finger puppets, you can even print some paper ones. That's a really fun way to get through and do it 7 times, is to do voices of the different finger puppets. But for my older ones, we're just going to use our voices or action sticks for those. So for science, we are to the third 4 elements now. So it'll be the end of our song. So it's just the same tune of Shake It Off. If you are not familiar with the song, if you didn't watch the past week's videos and you're just catching up with week 19, it's by Shelley Normand. And if you look up on YouTube, you will see and be able to hear the Shake It Off song with all the elements. And I believe I saw that there was an update with that with hand motions. So if your class likes hand motions a bit more, you can watch that one as well. So we just are going to finish up with that song. The only thing about it is the end, you have to say it really before, because it's 12 magnesium, MG24, really fast. So I think we'll try to do something fun with that. I haven't figured out what yet. But so anyway, and that'll be really awesome because you will have learned all 12 of the first elements. If your class isn't one for singing, because I know some aren't, or if maybe you have a few students who are, there's also this really cool principle, which is a clock. And there are, I guess, that says, what does the clock say? And I realized this when I was doing the last one, that I guess there's also a song that is for the elements. That's what does the fox say? And this one's what the clock says. But I'm just using this. I'm putting it in a shop ticket holder and letting them just write in the letters of the elements and the numbers with that as we sing the song, if they're not ones who really want to sing. Again, 12 numbers on the clock, 12 elements, so it works out really well. So that's science. Latin, we've got our song that we're doing. And this part goes, it lux in tenebri lucet. So, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands here, sorry. And that means in English, in light and darkness shineth. So we've got and light. This is my light bulb shining up here. In darkness, we cover our eyes. And then for shineth, I'm just going to kind of go like this. Jazz hands. So, and shineth. Okay? So, and for the English, we'll have and the light. Get down here. Light shineth in the darkness. Oh, I didn't do that for the Latin, did I? In the darkness. Okay? So, for Latin, and light in. Don't forget to do in. Darkness shineth. Okay? So that will go with the song. And I believe the part of the song, it's hard for me if not singing the whole thing, but I believe the part of the song goes, and Lux in tenebris lucet. And I think the English is, and the light shineth in the darkness. I think that's how it goes. Just listen to the song. You'll get it. For math, we also have a song. So we've been learning the geometry song. So the last 2 weeks we had started with the area of a rectangle. So our song so far has gone, the area of a rectangle equals length times width. The area of a square equals length of its side squared, side squared. The area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. So that's where we're to right now. So we have the area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. So you can make a triangle just to help them remember where you are. We'll just sing over that a few times, and I'll probably just help them sing the whole song a few times just because it will get that in their memory a little bit more. For history, I am going to do pictures up on the board. Our sentence is actually not horribly long this week, which is great since last week it was like ridiculously long. So I'm just going to draw on some pictures. So I'm going to leave the date as is. For Japan, I'm going to draw, I have my pictures drawn on here. It's pretty special, but I'm going to draw my version of what Japan looks like. So, you know, just some islands in Japan shape. Excuse me. And then I have a bomb for bomb. And it's like an old school, like Looney Tunes bomb, right? So bomb. And then for Pearl Harbor, I'm drawing a pearl and a clam shell. And then not anything for harbor. And then I'm going to draw, again, my version of Hawaii. And then for the U.S., I'm just drawing a quick outline of the U.S. and allies. You could do AL and then a pair of eyes, but I'm going to draw some stick figures just looking like they're holding hands together because I want them to understand that they were united. So allies and World War II, and I'll just draw WW2. So that'll be what we do for pictures. Last thing we have is timeline. So we have Cherokee. So we're going to go from here to our ear. And that, I think that's just to symbolize like their jewelry that they wear. So Cherokee Trail of Tears. You're going to go like this with your fingers like tears falling. And then we have U.S. with your fingers laced together. Westward expansion. So a W moving west. If you're standing in front of your classroom, west is this way. So I don't know if it's going to mess your kids up to do it this way or not. If you're looking at a map, it's this way. If you're standing in front of your class, it's that way. So, marks. So we've got our W. You just are going to tuck your fingers over your thumb. So Marx publishes the Communists. So then take that fist and just put it up. Communists. And then we're going to write manifesto. All right. The Compromise of 1850. And the Dred Scott decision, so an idea they came together on. Dred Scott decision was about slavery. The U.S. restores trade with Japan. Again, our Japan, like from Japan's isolation, trade, like the Louisiana Purchase, money was exchanged, and then U.S. again. British, so we're going to pretend like we're shaking hands. British, Queen Victoria's rule. This is what she does. I'm not sure. This just means they're over. I'm not positive about that, but this is what she does in the video. Rule over India. Darwin publishes The Origin of Species. All right. So, and the origin of species is because they thought they found the key that unlocked everything. So that's why we're doing this. Last year I had my kids do a D to remember Darwin, but she doesn't do that in the video. So that's all for week 18. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. We did everything. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Like I said, I haven't done these yet. So if you do them and something doesn't work or you have to modify something, let me know so that I can do that for my class. I'm going to continue working on week 19 and hopefully I will have that up by tomorrow evening. And I'm going to try to just get way more ahead here than I've been. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great start to your week and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.